Today is October 5th, 1999.
Yes. Okay.
I'm in West Hartford, Connecticut, at the home of Romilde and Luigi Marcantonio.
Yes.
And both Mr. and Mrs. Marcantonio came through Ellis Island. Mrs. Marcantonio came through in 1953, and Mr. Marcantonio came through in 1954.
Yes.
Okay, now, at the time that you came through, Mrs. Marcantonio, you were 30 years old.
Yes.
And today you are
76.
76, great. Okay, and this is Janet Levine for the National Park Service.
Yes.
Okay, if you'd say again for the tape, your birth date.
My birthday is, you want me to tell, like, October 22. October 18, 1922.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, and where in Italy were you born?
I was born in Prato La Peligna.
And is that in the north or the south or where is that?
I think it's north.
North.
Yeah, only north. Central.
Central.
Yeah.
Central. Okay, and so was it a little town or a village?
It was a small town, yes. Small town. And then I moved to Sulmona. My father opened a restaurant over there. So I was young, and then, I stayed over there for many years. My father, next to them, he passed away. So, and then I have a stepmother. My stepmother passed away too. I stay in a restaurant. I was the one who buy, cook, and everything. It was a small restaurant.
I see.
Yeah.
How old were you when you moved to Sulmona?
When I moved to Sulmona, I was very, very young, maybe 13, 14.
Do you remember life in the little village before?
Yeah, it was funny. There was nothing at the time. Not too many cars, few. There was a small village. People they go and work on a farm. And I used to work on restaurants. My father had a small restaurant. We go every day. We go on. My father had a motorcycle. We go on Sulmona, and then we go back at night. Then after we settle over there in Sulmona.
I see.
Yeah.
So your father had a restaurant in the little village too?
Yeah. No, in Sulmona it's like city.
It's like a
yes,
city. I see.
Little village is Pratola. Now it changed. It's big now.
Yeah. Were you a religious family?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We are religious, but we didn't go to church every single Sunday. Now I do, but before I was busy. I didn't go too much to church.
Do you remember the way that people celebrated different church holidays, like Easter or Christmas? Can you describe what people did?
Well, and Christmas, like they do, they go visit church a lot. They make a lot of kind of food. That's what they do. I don't know. we visit each other. We bring a gift. And we make a Christmas tree. And then Easter. You want me to jump to Easter? No?
Yeah.
Easter do same thing. Like they go visit church 3 times, before 3 days before God died. They go around the church, all the churches. They make 3 churches. They visit, and then they go around and pray, and that's what they do. And then on Christmas, on Easter. They make like a big procession, when God, the Mary Magdalene, they come, because Christ is risen. That's right. They make a big procession on city and piazza, and then I don't know. I can explain to you, but it was beautiful the time, all the friends, they go look, outside, they shoot with the, and then all the pigeons, they fly. It was very nice, I can't explain to you.
But you have a good memory.
Yeah, well, I remember all those things when I was young, It was different than now. Before we didn't have too much, now we have too much. Over there too, in Italy now, everything's got mostly more than over here.
Right.
Yeah, the people, they have a good life over there.
Now, when you were in the little village, did you, was your father farming?
No, my father was, he was like, he sell wine, and he buy wine, a bigger, and big, bigger things. How they call, look, like a salesman buy, from all over, buy the grape, and he make wine, and then we sell the wine, yeah.
And what was your father's name?
My father was Rocco, yeah.
And your
Rocco
mother?
Liberata. And my mother died when I was 6 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, she died. I think she had a baby, and then she went on sale. That's what I've been told, And she catch some meningitis, and she died. I was 6 years old. And the other kids, the last one, she had 1 month. She was 1 month old. We were five kids. Yeah.
What was your mother's maiden name?
Bruno. I don't remember exactly now. Di Pietro. Yeah. Yeah.
And so you had 4 brothers and sisters?
Yeah, we were 5 altogether. I have 4 brothers and sisters after me. Yeah.
You were the oldest one?
I have the oldest one. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, as the oldest one, when your mother died, did you have to take on certain responsibilities?
Yeah, I used to do a lot of things.
What did you have to do?
Yeah, well, do some cleaning, do some, not shopping over there because they have everything on farm, do some cleaning, do some cook, but very little, because and then there was the grandmother and the help, because I was 6 years old,
Yeah, right.
I do some dishing,
You remember your grandmother?
Yeah, my grandmother, I remember both the grandmother, my mother, because my grandmother, the first one, my mother died many years ago, maybe over 30 years ago, but the last more than 30 years ago, I am talking about, she died when I was before I came in this country, a long time ago she died. Oh. And then my father and mother died couple weeks before I came over here. Yeah, so she died 45 years ago, 46. Because now I am over here for 46, because I don't remember, I got to count. Hello, what, 46? Or, we are over here 46 or 47? Yeah, I got to count, I don't remember anymore.
Do you remember any experiences that you had with your grandmother, with either of your grandmothers, things that you did with her?
Yeah, well, the grandmother, they were very strict because they were, very old, and I don't understand too much. Sometimes they say, don't do this, don't do that, They didn't do much because I was baby. I was 6 years old. Yeah. So, and then I say from one grandmother live in one place, another one live in another place. So I go both one time, one grandmother, one time, another one. And then my father remarried, after 1 year or before, because he has 5 kids, So, and the stepmother came, who was not too good with us, but she was okay, Then after she passed away too, she had a cancer. When this happened when we were in Sulmona, yeah. So, and
what was Sulmona like when you first moved there? Yeah. What was different about it?
It's a city. It's better than Pratola. It was small that time. Now Pratola became big and Sulmona too. Now all the big building, many years ago now, it was very, very ugly before. Now it's nice. Yeah, they're very, very nice.
Now, did you go to school in either of those places?
Yes, I went to school. I started the school in Pratola, and then I finished in Sulmona, because I went to school, the first grade in Pratola, and then I went the 5th grade, finished in Sulmona. Yeah. And that time they were rare. Now everybody goes to college, but that time people don't go to school too much. Right. Yeah. So, and then the school, you have to walk to go to school far away, you don't want to go, My sister, she started the college, from Prato to Sulmona, but she has to walk to come to the college. She go a little bit, she didn't go anymore. She dropped out because she has to walk 7, 8 miles. It was and winter time and summertime, She went a little bit and she didn't go anymore. There was like a train, but the train it didn't come in time, it come once a day, and it was very bad. Now everybody got car, everybody.
Yeah. So, did you stop school to work then?
Well, yes, that time people don't go to school that long, they go a little bit, but we have a restaurant, I have to help my father and my mother, so I went to school a little bit, stuff like that. Then I stopped, but there was another people, they don't go to school too much, they don't push you to go to school. They bring you the job, and then I went to school for design clothes, I sketch. They make my pen. Excuse me, Lou, I think somebody at the door. Lou, somebody at the door. I think. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
So you went, when did you go, after you were working in the restaurant? Is that when you went to school for
no,
design?
This, there was, so right now.
Should we pause
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So I was in Sulmona, and then I didn't get along with my stepmother because she do a lot of things to me, she want me to do this, to that. So I went back in Pratola, and I stay a little bit with my grandmother. And then over there, not too far from my hand, there was this teacher, good teacher in how to make a dress. So I went to school over there. I went 3 months over there, and then I went 2 months in another place. And then when I went back in Sulmona, on top of my house, upstairs on third floor, I'm sorry. So there was this dressmaker, very, very good dressmaker. So I sketched the pen, and then I went learn how to put the dress together. And then I learned very good. So I make all my clothes. I used to sew for people, but now I'm old. I don't do too much, Besides, we don't stay. We are in winter time. We spend in Florida.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, now, when you first went to learn how to sew,
yeah.
Was it a woman who had students come
yes,
to her
there
home?
Was, yes.
And how many were there?
Well, not too many, 15, Yeah.
And you would all be together?
Yes, we'll
and then
be together.
How would she teach you?
Well, she teach like we have like the tools. I don't know how they call. You make. She show you how to make like a pen, put the paper. We have paper. We sketch with we sketch with the pens, and then we put the pen together.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I don't remember anymore. We used to have tools to take the. I can lift my arm. So they curve like this, and one was triangle, and we make a pen with that. We use paper, and then we put the pen together. We make it like the smaller fadal, and then we make the big one.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I use any kind of pen. I know how to use. I use Vogue, Bororica, McCall's, any kind. Yeah. Yeah. And also, I didn't sew too much for a long time, but before I used to sew home. My husband used to work in construction. He was a contractor, so, and I used to have, home people, they come.
People would come to you.
Yeah, come to me, my husband didn't like, but I did on the side, because I know how to do. People told me, well, you are a good dressmaker. Why don't you, do it? So I did, and then now, for 10 years I didn't do. I used to do sometime, but now I don't do not even him because on winter time we go in Florida. So we are there.
Okay, now, when you came to this country, were you married?
Yeah, I was married because my aunt called us many years ago. Like we were in a list for 15 years because there was war, things like that. Then I just married, not just married, I left my son 5 years old. I left with my husband. So, and I came over here, and I live with my aunt. Yeah.
Now, why did you come when you did? Why did you leave at the time that you did?
Well, because we were in list before, and then when
for the quotas?
Yeah, for the quota. Yes, quota. And then when they arrived, we came right away because over here was better than over there.
Yeah.
So
what did you know about America before you came?
No, I didn't know nothing about my aunt was over here since she was over there like now she passed away, and now they've been 80 years ago. 80 years she was over here for 80 years. She came when she was 20.
And this was your mother's sister?
Yes. Yes. She didn't have no children, so she take care of us. She sent the money. She do everything for us, and then she called one by one over here.
Oh, and you were the first?
I was the first. No, two. We came, two girls. One, I came first. She came second. And then another one came and she went back. She didn't like it. Now she's good over there. Yeah, she didn't like it. And then my brother was in Venezuela, and she called my brother, and he came over here. And then I called another sister. I've been citizen. I called another sister with the family.
I see.
Yeah.
So now, how did you meet your husband?
I met my husband in Italy because we were a neighbor.
Oh, you were neighbors?
Yes. Yeah. He was in war.
Sulmona?
In Sulmona. He was in war, and then he came back from the war. So we say he come, because like I said, we sold wine, soda, it came beer, he came over there. So that's where I met, because he didn't live too far from me. Yeah.
Well, now, when you first got married, did you plan to come here, to come to this country?
Yeah, we already were in list,
We were both on the list.
Not him.
Oh.
That's why I came first, and then I called him.
I see.
We
were
were
on the list.
Yeah, I were on the list. Me, my sister, another sister, and then my brother. So we were on the list. So when they came, we waited 15 years. We waited every day, call, never come. Then finally we came. So I left everything and I come. So I left my son over there with my husband, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. So just take care of him. Yeah.
So did you travel by yourself?
And they come over here.
Did you come all by yourself? Were you alone when you traveled?
Yeah, no, when we go to the neighbor, all family they came with me.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Talk about that.
Yes,
when you were getting ready to leave.
Yes.
Did people come around?
Yes, people come around, say goodbye, and then some people like a relative, my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, they came to Naples, and then they said goodbye, and I left. So I was on a boat, a lot of people, and then he started to be sick over there.
You're right. Okay, before we talk about the boat trip, do you remember anything about World War II? Were you,
yes.
What did you experience
Yes,
yourself?
I experienced World War II. So all the time they came and bomb, in the city, they bomb everything. So we tried the runway, we go on top of the mountain. And then, like I say, you have a little restaurant that they came with the soldiers, they come and eat and drink. And then they say, I say, the pay. And they say, no, Badoya going to pay. Mussolini going to pay. So they eat and drink.
So they didn't pay.
They didn't pay.
These were German soldiers?
German and English too, but mostly German. Yeah. Yeah. And they say, when I say the pay, say, Badoya, Mussolini going to pay. The other one, the other one from Germany, what's the name? Israel. Yeah.
He's going to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we, when we heard the siren, we just tried to run, but a lot of my friends died. Yeah.
From the bombing, you mean?
Yes, from the bombing. They were on market, they bomb everything on the market. A couple of my friends died on the market, yeah.
So you saw a lot of destruction?
Yeah, a lot of destruction. Yes,
a
lot, yeah. Next to my husband, house, young men die, they were all small piece, the bomb, they saw him like, yeah. It was, it was bad. And then the war finished, and so they started calling people from, and we came over here.
So some of your family went with you to Naples to get the ship?
Yes.
And do you remember what you took with you?
Yeah, I took a big trunk, I was going to give it to Ellis Island, but they want us to bring, but it's big, it cost too much money to go over there. So I brought a lot of things, and I still got a couple of dresses. I'll bring to you, I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you want me to get now or at the end?
Yeah, later we'll do it.
Later, yeah.
Okay, so you brought dresses?
I brought all dress. I have a nice suit. That time I dress nice, I have a nice suit, a black suit, gabardine, and I have a nice gray suit,
That you
made?
Did you make them?
No, this is the man that made with the tail make for me. Yeah, the suit that the tail used to make of that. Yeah, and the dress I make, I got it, now I make this 50 years ago. They're brand new. Yeah, I got a lot of things,
Yeah.
And so they came and said goodbye. I brought a big suitcase, a lot of things. The pocketbook, shoes, a lot of nice shoes. I give it away, because you didn't keep the shoes for so long. But I got a lot of pocketbook from Italy. Old pocketbook I got from the leather, good leather. Yeah, and I got a lot of things, a lot of memory.
Well, do you remember that day when you left? how you felt?
It was bad, you know. What can you do? You gotta leave. Yeah, it was bad. We left early in the morning, because the go Naples is far, you know, from us. Yeah, we left over there, and then the boat was there waiting. You know, a lot of people from all over, you know, Italy. So we met a lot of people. There was a lot of thousand people, maybe 12, 1,500. Yeah. So I met a couple, 3 friends over there.
You made friends on the boat?
On the boat, yeah. Because, you know, one girl slept with me, you know, the bunk bed. Another one was next door. Yeah. One was Maria Chieri, you know, the Maria. I don't know where she is now. Another one, I don't remember the name. But this one, the other one, I don't remember the name. I have a nice dress, nice fancy. And she, you know, she said, why don't you sell this dress to me? Sell to me. It's beautiful. I don't have a dress, you know, like this. I sold her. I don't remember. She gave me very little money, but I sold because I have a lot of dress at that time. I remember there was a brown, in fact, maybe something of the end. It was nice. I was skinny then.
So you sold her the dress?
I sold the dress. She said, give it to me. I like this dress. I wore many times in Italy, so I gave it to her. So very, more for nothing, very little money she gave me.
So what did you do aboard the ship while it was
Well,
going?
we still on the ship, like with a friend, and then when the time to go eat, we go up, and then we start to have seasick, you know, we can eat. So we have to go back and lie down, and then we go back, we see the movie, we do a lot of things, the music. So,
Do you remember what you talked about? I mean, what was on your mind?
We talked about this America. We never been in America. I don't know. It's beautiful. You know, everybody said America. It's beautiful, nice country. Right? So we just can't wait to reach America. We thought the money is grow on a tree over here, but it's not true. You got to work hard. Yeah, that's everybody thinks the money growing tree.
Do you remember when the ship came into the New York harbor?
No, I don't remember the.
Did you see the statue?
Yes, I see the statue from far away. It seems very more. Now we went inside. It seems like a town. It's I was surprised to see the statue. It was very nice, far away. And Ellis Island, they changed now when we came. Now it's beautiful inside. They did a lot of nice things. Yeah.
What was it like when you came?
Well, there was not like this. I can't explain to you, but it was small, you know. There was not, we didn't go inside, you know, we just seen it from outside.
You didn't go inside Ellis Island?
Yes, now.
No, but I mean when you first arrived.
Maybe, we did. I don't remember exactly. Maybe we passed by because they visit you, see if you got a germ, you know, they did a lot of things, you know. We went, but I don't remember too much, you know.
But you probably passed right through.
I passed through, but the people before me, years before, they don't pass through, you know. Yeah, we passed through, and then we have to go where you collect a suitcase, or they call it, where you take
the luggage?
The luggage, you know, where, we have to go wait over there. And then I don't remember, my aunt came and picked me up. She didn't have a car. I don't remember how we bring the stuff home. Somebody came with a car, maybe, because I have a big trunk, very big, you know, and suitcase and bag.
Now, did you remember your aunt? How long had it been since you had seen her?
Oh, I never see her because she came to America when she was young. She came to America when she was young, and then she went married, you know, in Italy, and she came back.
I see.
Yeah, so I never saw her.
No.
I saw in the pitch.
How did you recognize each other?
Oh, she recognized because I sent the pitch, and you know she sent me. We recognized right away.
And so you left Ellis Island with her, and then where did you go?
I went over here in West Hartford, over a house. I stayed over there for 1 year, and then I find a little job, Royal Typewriter, they call. Royal Typewriter, they make typewriter. So I work over there a little bit, and then I got laid off, and then I collect a little bit, and then the next year my husband came. So,
do you remember any of your first impressions when you first got here, that first week and month? things that were new and different that you never
was
saw?
nice. Yeah, it was new. It was beautiful. Everything's nice. A lot of tree. Because on the town we don't have a lot of tree like this. Before many years ago, but now they do. They have a tree. But not like this big. So it was over here. It was beautiful. I like it right away. But I miss them. My husband and my son.
Yeah.
So I feel funny, but we like it. My aunt don't have no kids. She doesn't have kids. So her husband worked on Roy typewriter too. Worked over there for many years. And then he passed away very young, when he was 63 years old. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And how about the clothes that you brought? Did you keep them and wear them, or did you want to change them for American clothes?
No, I wear them because they were almost the same. They were almost the same. The styling is very very chic over there. Yeah, they wear everything. They don't wear polyester. They wear wool, linen, and silk. That's what they wear. They don't buy a lot of clothes like they do over here. They buy, like they buy before Easter and Christmas, but they buy good clothes. They gotta be marked, the name, good the name, design. Over here they wear more, yeah, things like this, because they go to work. But over there they wear better clothes. Better suits.
Now, when you started working at Royal Typewriter, you didn't know any English.
I didn't know no
So
English.
how was that for you?
Well, someone like Italian, they explained to me, they show me, and I learned because what you gotta do, they show you the job and you learn. Then you gotta fill out the paper and they show you, write and read. So it was a little bit, hard, but it was good. I managed good. Yeah.
Good. Now, were there a lot of people from Italy around West Hartford here when you first came?
Well, I didn't know nobody. My aunt, no. Yeah, there were a few people, yes.
So, in other words, was there a little Italian community here? In other words, if you went to the butcher or the baker or the...
there were Italian, some Italian. There is Italian store in Franklin Avenue. A lot of people over there speak Italian. Everybody go shop over there. There are a lot of store in Franklin Avenue Italian. Yeah, but now, before we used to go, now we go shop around here, spend around here. So they have a lot of store Italian, that time too.
Was there like a social club where people went to get together?
Yeah, they have Italian, they have a Pradolana Society. Yeah,
what was the name of it?
Pradolana Society.
Pradolana
Society. Yeah, even now they have a lot of people over there. You join over there, you pay some money, and you go over there all the time. But we didn't go now,
Well, what did you do back then with this society? What would you do?
Well, we visit each other. We go over there. They do some thing like they make a feast like from Pratolana. They have feast, and then at Christmas they have party. They do all these things, and then when somebody got married, they invite you, and you go over there. And they invite a lot of people. Right away we meet a lot of people because when you come from all country, all people come and visit you. They bring you gifts. That's the way they do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what kind of gifts?
Oh, like something to wear or some perfume or something like a little bag. Or many years ago they bring a nightgown, things like that. Yeah, they all come, visit you. They bring gifts.
Now,
and then they invite you over for dinner, Yeah.
They have been from the same area in Italy, or they could be from anywhere?
They're from anywhere. We met over here a lot of people. They're not from my town. We have some from my town and some from all over. Near Rome, near Naples, we met, our friends. Yeah. Before we used to have a lot of friends. Now we all, we used to have party all the time. We cook out outside, Now I slow down a little bit, Yeah, because I got some problem in my shoulder. I can't lift too much.
Well, now the girls that you met on the ship.
Yeah.
Did you keep up correspondence?
Yeah, before we did for 2-3 years, 3-4 years, and then we didn't do anymore.
Did you ever see each other again?
No. I never see. We talked on the phone many years ago, and then we didn't see anymore. But I gotta look. Maybe I got the address now. Yesterday you called me, you make me think. I say I'm gonna look if I got the address.
That
maybe.
would be fun.
Yes, fine. Yeah, fine. Yeah. I know they live far away.
Where did they settle when you first came?
My friend. Oh, one went in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah. Another one I think went in. I don't know if he went in Boston. I don't remember because many years ago. One in Boston. Then there was another one. There was from Austria. Yeah. So and it was over there, but I don't know where she went. But I was most close with the Italian. Yeah. We go together over there for dinner and for breakfast. Yeah. Then we can eat because he gets seasick. Yeah, it was bad. Seasick. They give you lemon, things like that, but they didn't help. Yeah, at that time.
So let's see. So now so then a year later your husband came over.
Yes.
And that's when you moved out from your aunt's
house?
Yes.
Yes. So we find an apartment, not too far from my aunt. But it was harder to find at that time, So through friends, we find, but it was not very good, But we settled over there. Yeah. It was not.
And then your son came over with your husband?
No, he's my husband, yes. Yeah, he was 5 years old. Yeah.
And then did you keep working?
Yeah, I worked for a little bit, and then I guess I got a layoff. So I collect. When my husband came, I was out of the job. Laid off. Yes. Yeah. So
it must have been nice to see your husband and son.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, we went to New York, pick him up, and it was nice. Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice time.
So then, let's see. So then, did you have other children?
Yeah, they born over here. Yeah.
What was your first child's name? The one that you had in Italy?
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo. And then your other children's names?
Yes, children, Rocco and Nancy, the twins.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, what would you say was a real high time in your life that gave you a lot of satisfaction?
Well, when I have kids, I have children, so there was nice time, but it was hard work. It was hard work because the twins, they cry on both times, they want to eat on both times, and then I met some girl on the street, they want to babysit, but at that time, we didn't think of these bad things, I give it to them, I didn't even know who they are.
Oh.
So now, you don't trust nobody now with the kids, But at that time, I was busy home to do some work, and they take the kids, the twins, they bring outside, and then they bring back. They want to babysit that time, 45, 46 years ago, a long time ago.
Do you think, when you look back on it now, and you think of coming here, like when you were 30 years old and starting all over again, really, do you think that made a difference in the way you are? Do you think coming to a new place and starting over had an influence on your personality, on the way that you...
Yeah, well, I still like to come over, but my husband, he say, it would have been better over there,
Really?
Yeah, because now everybody rich over there, business, was big, and like my sister then came over here, she came over here, she went back, now she's rich. She got a business, she got like hardware store, but they have a lot of stuff they bought when they were little, and then they went up, they make pretty good. They have a lot of profit, She went back, she was good for her to go back.
Well, how about you? How do you feel about
Well, I feel it's okay to stay over here. I like to stay over here. Now, I like better over here than over there because I am more, American, not Italian, because over here I stayed for 46 years. Over there 30 years, so I like it better over here now. I got used, even over there, they're nice now. They got a lot of things and now, like they got a dishwasher, they got a television. Before we don't have all those things. Right. Now they have everything. They have a car, each kids they have a car like over here. But still I like over here now. Yeah. My husband likes in Italy. He go every year, he wants to go. Yeah.
Now, when was the first time you went back? After you first came over here, when did you go back first?
We went back, I think, after 15 years. I don't remember exactly when we went back. 12 years. 12 years, yeah. After 12 years,
and what was
we went all the family.
Okay.
No, we brought the kids over there.
I see. You wanted your children to see where
we went to see it, relative and everything. And then we went again, and then the kids don't want to go anymore, so we go. Like my husband went last year, he got to go this year, but this year he was, sick, so he can go, he have to go to the doctor a lot for checkup. So, I didn't like too much to go, so he go alone. I went 2 years ago with him. He wants me to go again, but I don't care to go too much, travel. We went all over before. We went all over Italy before. When I was young, I never went no place. Then when we came, to America, we went over there 12 years after.
And then you traveled around?
We traveled around all over. We traveled around with the kids all over. Yeah, and then we went again all over. So now, I don't care anymore to go. Yeah. I like the Spanish town, go around to go to Rome, go to Pescara. But me, I don't care. We don't have a house over there, so when we go, we got to stay over his sister. Before we used to go over my sister, and then we stay at the hotel, it's too much aggravation. When we were young, we rented a car, my sister gave one car to him because they have two cars, and one we rent because my son drove one car, he drove another car, so we went all over. We have a lot of people. So, but now, I'm old, I don't care to go anymore. My husband he likes to go on Mercato, the piazza, and square. They talk with a friend, but I don't care too much of noise,
So when you think of yourself as Italian and American, how do you think about that? How do you think about the Italian part, and how do you think about the American part?
Yeah, I like Italian, but because I was born there, but I like the American best, but I like Italian too, But,
did you pass along some of the ways maybe that you learned in Italy to your own children? Do you think there are things that you tried to pass along that are Italian?
They don't.
No?
No, I didn't pass nothing, just the cook. But my daughter, sometimes I say, you look what you do this and that. Say, that's okay, I know how to do it. Yes, she's busy, she's working at Yale University. And then now she started the school, she wants to get a master. She started in September. She goes to school Saturday and Sunday. It's too much for her. She doesn't got time. Yeah, she works all week.
Now, do you still cook? Do you still cook in Italian cooking?
Yes, I do.
What are some of the things that you cook that are the same as you would have cooked back then?
Well, no, I cook a lot of things in Italian, but now we try to watch because we can eat. We got a cholesterol. We can eat too much. And we say when we have a teeth, we don't have a breath, we say in Italy. Now we got a breath, we don't have a teeth. We can eat all those fattening things. Like when I make a sauce now, I make it very light. And my daughter, she put 1 spoon, she's very thin like this. She do exercise, she doesn't want it. And she doesn't eat meat, A lot of things we don't do. But when I got a company, I do a lot of things. Like we make manicari, we make fettuccine alfredo, a lot of things, gnocchi. A lot of things I can imagine. Then meat, we make chicken scallopine, we make chicken cutlet, and veal cutlet, a lot of things, a lot of cooking, risotto, so now
you look like you like cooking.
I like cook when I get tired. I cook a lot of things, a lot of veggie, a lot of, but now, nobody, my husband, I don't want to give him fattening food. We eat very little meat because you got to watch, he's got cholesterol and so. And we got to watch, I got to watch too because me too, I gain weight and I got I got cholesterol too, so I got to watch. So all the food I used to eat before, we do on holiday, I make a nice pie. We have big 3 pears. So they all got spoiled, so I make a pie freeze. A lot of things. So. Now I make a nice cake. We can make coffee and your fish cake, and I make last night.
Wonderful.
Nice sponge cake.
Okay, well now let's see. Is there anything else that maybe we haven't talked about your first 30 years coming to this country, looking back on it now, how you think about it.
Well, I think at that time I was young, you know. It was beautiful. Now I'm old. That time, you know, I like to do this and that. Now I'm old. I don't like to do too much. Yeah.
What is your life like now? Now that your children are grown and you have more time.
Yeah, I got more time. No, I don't have more time. I'm more busy because my daughter she live with us. We like her to live with us. She's not married, and then you know she have a condo. But for 10 years the condo was closed. Now we rent. I decided to rent. You know, she rented, and she live with me. So I help her. I cook and do things like that. She helps me a lot, you know. She vacuum cleaning, she does a lot of work, and I help her. I cook and I do a lot of stuff, you know. I used to do a lot of stuff for her, now I don't, so I make a lot of clothes for her. Now I do a little bit, you know.
Do you have grandchildren?
No, she's not married. No one is married, yeah. So she went with this daughter 2 years ago, you know. They're supposed to get married, and then she found out that he was not good. He was... She done so he left her. So and she's home. She's a good girl. She working home. She doesn't got no life. She's working home,
busy,
working
like
busy.
Everyone,
yeah. So, but that's you know, that's the way it is. You know, I work more now. You know, the other son I work the clothes for the other son, wash and iron. You know. And do a lot of things. They help me, I help them.
Good.
We help each other.
Now, how about when you visited Ellis Island? How was that for you? How did you feel when you went there?
Yeah, that was beautiful. There was kind of emotion. You when I came, I was young. Now I went back, I was old, you know. My daughter, she took the ticket. All the time she brings someplace. She brings the theater, she brings her the movie. All the time she wants to go here, she wants to bring us. So, and it was very nice. You know, I would like to go again.
Good.
Yeah, because when I went, I didn't have too much time because the boat leave, you know. Pretty soon the boat going to leave, you know, the ferry boat where I come. And we have to rush, otherwise we lose the bus.
Well, when we put your tape in the library, maybe you can visit again.
Yeah, when are you going to do this?
Well,
it takes time.
It'll take a little time, but I can let you know anyway.
But I like to go soon, you know, the scene, and maybe next year, I don't know. Yeah, so but we don't know.
Okay, well, is there anything else you'd like to say before we finish?
I don't know. I don't remember nothing. Now I don't remember nothing.
Well, you remember quite a bit. I think you did a great job.
I just go make a cup of coffee. You talk with my husband.
Okay. Okay. Let me just say that I've been speaking with Romilde.
Romilde.
Yes. Romilde.
Yes.
Marcantonio. And she came here in 1953 at the age of 30 from Italy on the Constitution. And this is Janet Levine for the National Park Service, and I'm signing off. It's October 5th, 1999.
Pretty soon my birthday.
Finish.